Alright, that's the top of the hour, so let's get on into it. This week I'm going to be showing off some of The Dungeon Beneath. It's a fairly simple roguelike. Essentially, you just take a party of adventurers down into a dungeon, you manage their positions, and they fight. Potato, hello, hello. How are you doing today? So, that explanation I gave is pretty much the surface level of the dungeon beneath. As with all dungeons, things do go much deeper, so we'll have to show some of that off. Just grinding in Palia. Yeah, that game takes a lot of grinding. so much grinding. Okay, I'm going to actually turn down this a bit. At the moment it's just giving white noise, so that doesn't really matter, but I believe once we get into the game there will actually be music, so I kind of don't want that to be too loud. So, starting a game of The Dungeon Beneath, you're given a few options. I'm doing alright. Work has been tiring. The weather is trying to kill me with extreme heat. But I'm surviving. Yeah, so the game gives us a few options when we start a run. It gives us a choice of between two heroes that we will start with. These heroes will have a randomly assigned artifact that they will start with. Each hero also has two alliances and the boss that they are moving towards. So, one alliance is locked in for that hero because it matches with their ability, and the other alliance, I think it's entirely random, but in this case both of the secondary ones do match the artifacts that they have. So the options we've got here are the Elder Grix, who is a lizard folk. They specialise in lizard folk, and whenever one of our allies dies, they attack automatically, or immediately rather. Now, characters do die fairly often. After a fight ends, they will respawn. The penalty for their death is just that they cannot be given experience points for that battle. So, that's those two, and then of course you can tell by looking at the third option, it's just a random hero, a random relic. They will also have random alliance and random enemy, so we know nothing about them. We can also just click a refresh button if we don't like any of the options, but do I want to go with either of these? Now, Dominique is set up fairly interesting here. Starting about every battle by poisoning enemies and having the alliance that shows up more poison enemies, or units, allies, that. Can't believe I said enemies first there. But yeah, so we could set up a pretty good poison build there, but I've played Dominique a few times, or a couple of times, something like that, just on my own time I have, so I'm not sure if I really want to... Oh, this is the first time I have looked at this bottom section. I thought it was just fanciness, but apparently I can actually choose difficulty mode down here. Let's go straight for New Game Plus then. New encounters, stronger enemies, and with that in mind, I'm alright with playing a hero I've used before. Dominique is a fairly fun hero to use because you do get that healing consistently. It's very valuable. So, let's get into the dungeon, and we actually have proper sound now. Excellent. It's a little bit loud, but I think it's alright. Here for Abaddon. What a terrible fate. Well, there's no turning back now. That's so loud. Okay, I think I've fixed that some. It's still a little bit loud, I think, so let's turn that down to probably about there. There we go. Okay. Volume bars are showing that the music is fairly well below my voice now, so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. Okay, so when you start a run, you have your hero, you get 2 followers who are basic. They cannot level up, they only have 3 health, they only deal 1 damage, their speed is 4, which is fairly average. So you start with 2 followers, you will want to replace them, absolutely. You also get 1 random unit. In this case, I have received a Deadeye, who is an undead archer. Now, you look at that and say, they also have 3 health, 1 attack and 4 speed, but they have a special ability and they can level up. That alone makes them more valuable than the followers, and every unit is more valuable than the followers. Now, the Deadeye has the special ability that says +1 damage for each other allied undead. So, if throughout the run I get a chance to actually add more undead to my party, that guy can get quite a bit stronger. Yeah, this is something that comes up once you have actually... Yeah, okay. Is this... 342. This is my previous party. As you can see, it was Dominique as well. The last party I played through with was also a victory. Maybe it may only show the last victory you had, I don't know. But all 4 of these characters I had were also all poison based. So I'm pretty much doing a playback of my previous run. Anyway, once you have won a single run, you start on this floor where there is an orb that you can click on. The orb lets you choose a boon. The boons that are available to you depend on which of the bosses you have beaten. So if you've beaten Abaddon, you can start a run with 8 gold. If you've beaten Illithar, you can start a run with a random level 2 character, which does make a significant difference being level 2 from the start, but you can generally get by in the early stages even without a level 2, so it's sort of a kickstart for the start of the run and less impactful towards the end. The Blood of Nazathoth gives you a rare item. I would personally choose either Abaddon or Nazathoth. I've only just beaten Nazathoth though, so I'm going to start a run with the Blood of Nazathoth. The rare item it has generated is the Potion Belt. At the end of every round, the character equipped with it restores 1 health. I'm going to go and put that on my Deadeye. Now, you'll notice when I hover over the Deadeye's portrait, to the left of their image is the belt as well as 2 locks. As a character gains levels, they are able to equip more items. followers can only ever have the one equipped item. The hero starts with 3 and cannot gain levels anyway. That's pretty much what it's going to be. Now, I could equip that onto my hero, I believe. Yep. And they would be able to heal then, which is very important because your allies, they heal after the end of combat. Your hero does not. If your hero runs out of health, you lose. So you sort of have to intercept attacks. We'll see how that goes once we get into actual combat. Now, as I mentioned with your hero dies, you lose, that goes the same for the enemies. In fact, it's the only way to beat the enemies. So every floor has a boss. In this case, it's the Watcher. When they attack, they target a random character in any lane. So the lanes are the rows that go across. Then there are also columns. So usually a character will only attack the lane that they are in. So this follower is going to attack this rat, or the dire rat. The Deadeye is going to attack the Watcher. And then, and of course, the enemies are also going to attack in their lanes. Now, if I hold down A, we can see the order that the combat will happen in each round. This is based on the character's speeds. So the rats have speed 6, they go first. Then we have the Deadeye with speed 4. The followers also have speed 4, so they all essentially happen at the same time. I don't know what determines which of them acts first. And then we have Dominique, my hero, who has speed 1, and the enemy boss, who also has speed 1. Now, at this stage, we definitely want to keep the followers out on the edges so that they can take some hits from these dire rats. If I move the follower out of this lane, the dire rat has a straight line through to my hero's section. Any attacks that reach this last column go straight to my hero. So, very important to be blocking attacks. Now, the other thing of note is the artifact we started with says, at battle start, poison 2 random enemies. Poison is an effect which sticks around for the entire battle. It doesn't stack up at all, and after a character acts, they take 1 damage. There are ways to buff that up some. So, essentially, that's going to be doing a bit of a dot throughout the course of each battle. That's lovely for me. I think I've gone over the details that are needed at this stage, so let's just start the round. We're going, the round starts, combat happens. So we see everything goes through at the same rate that we expected. And I absolutely made a misplay on the first turn. It's not going to be a major thing, but Dominique, they have the power follow-up, which means they do it after they attack, restore 1 health to a damaged ally in this lane. So, where Dominique is positioned, they can only heal the Deadeye. If I had moved Dominique down to one of the other 2 lanes, they would have healed the follower. Okay, so that's fairly simple. Other thing, Dominique has the trait Inexhaustible. Most heroes do, as far as I've seen. But what Inexhaustible means is I can move them around, no problems. If I were to move any of these 3 allies, they would not attack this round. Their special effects would also not apply this round. So, we definitely want to try to avoid moving units around when I can, just because it does make a bit of a difference to be having actual attacks happen, but that doesn't mean you should never move them around. There'll definitely be times where it's preferable to do so. Now, so we won combat, our followers healed back up to full, our hero is unharmed, and our objective for this floor was defeat the enemy hero, so we've gained 3 gold that I can just pick up here. And then we move on to our first campfire. At campfires, there are units which we can hire. Excellent. So, we have 3 options here right now. A Javelineer, only 1 attack, but a bit of health. Attacks after gaining armor. So, if you have something that generates armor on a unit, this guy will attack every time that happens to him. Now, armor is temporary health. It applies only for 1 round. If you take the damage, great, you protected your health. If you don't take the damage, the armor goes away. There is also the Tanner, 2 attacks, so a bit more. And if they kill an enemy, I gain 1 gold. Can be fairly nice in the early game because that helps you to ramp up your gold. And having gold is very useful. The third option is the Venom Drinker. This character is poisonous, so when they attack, they apply poison. When a poisoned character dies, restore 1 health. Now, restore 1 health meaning this character specifically, the Venom Drinker, will be healed for 1 anytime a poisoned character dies. I think I'm going to go for that, because I do have the artifact that is giving me poison buffs. So, I've spent 3 of my coins on that. There's no need to purchase the Potion of Healing, because the hero is at full health. So, we now have 2 choices of which boss we want to fight. We have Rattooth. At the end of every round, they summon a random beast. Or we can fight Faxel Fetterbite. Counter, meaning every time they get hit, they deal 1 damage to the nearest enemy, then change lanes. The nearest enemy is whoever's towards the front in the lane that they are in. So, if I had this set up and they were down the bottom, even if I did this, they would hit the hero. Now, that's not much of a problem if you're getting out some big hits, but all of my units deal 1 damage. Poison also only deals 1 damage, and counts as taking damage for the purpose of counter. So they would just attack me a lot. I'm just going to go for the other one. Now, Rattooth summoning beasts can be a bit annoying, but we'll get through it. So, that's actually worked out kind of well. Okay, cool. The poison has landed very nicely. This bat is going to hit this Venom Drinker. That's fine. Then this bat is going to hit the follower, and then it will take a poison damage and die. Venom Drinker will heal for 1. Then we have a fair bit of stuff go off. All the rest of my attacks happen. This time I'm going to put Dominique in the bottom row, because this follower will be the only one that is hurt at the time that she attacks. And then the last one will be Rattooth, who will hit the Venom Drinker, and then summon a random beast. Of course, this bat will be dead after the Venom Drinker attacks, and the Deadeye will get to deal a bit of damage to Rattooth. So, it's only for the start that I'm going to be giving my thoughts in so much detail. I feel like the music's gotten louder. But yeah, the idea of the game is that you do need to give some consideration to the order of things. That it's typically just the most important bit to deal with. Now, let's finish off these barrels. Barrels are just obstacles that block attacks. Getting rid of them means more of our attacks can get through, because we can't really just pile everyone into one row or anything like that. Now, we've pretty much won the fight at this point. So long as, actually, if I had had Dominique in the middle, actually it doesn't matter. Dominique gets to hit anyway because we killed that. And boss dies to poison. So, I believe, now that we have defeated the second boss, we get the 3 gold and a potion of experience. We can give 1 XP to one of our characters. It cannot be to a character that has died, as I mentioned before, and followers cannot level up. So, we can pick either the Venom Drinker or the Sharpshooter to give 1 experience to. They need to reach 3 experience in order to level up. So, I'm going to start by giving it to the Venom Drinker. They're the frontline character. In fact, I'm going to give them the potion belt as well, because they're going to take some hits, and they need to keep their health up. Also means that with their own personal healing effect, I can actually give them the tougher positions. So at the start of battle, I can swap my units around freely, they won't get exhausted, so if one row is going to be taking more hits, I can put the Venom Drinker there and they'll recover some. Now, occasionally you will enter a room with a chest, which gives you a new item. This is an equipable item. This one is the Skull Charm. It is undead only. After a character soulcasts, gain 1 armor. Soulcast is a keyword that we have not seen yet. It's typically only used by undead, but this undead doesn't use it. So, we'll see if that comes up later. I can carry it around until then. If I run out of space, I can just sell it for 1 gold. So the next boss that we are being thrown up against is Aziel. They have +1 attack for each allied skeleton, so that's their allies. If I had skeletons, then it wouldn't matter. And after they attack, they summon a bone pile. We also have a bonus objective. This objective is to protect the Lost Adventurer. The Lost Adventurer, let's just wait until the poison goes through. So the Lost Adventurer has 3 health and does not attack. Note that it says no attack next to where the damage amount would be. That means even if you buff it up, it will not attack, no matter what. That section can also have other specifics, such as front only, so they have to be in the front row, front column, in order for them to actually take action. Now, let's see what we've got. We kind of want to get rid of... Ooh, that's gonna suck. If I do this... Okay. Skeleton will deal 1 damage to this follower, but then they will take 1 from poison. The follower will deal 1. Dominique will deal 1. That kills that skeleton. So Aziel will lose 1 attack. They will then only have 2. So then they hit the Venom Drinker for 2. Venom Drinker survives. And we get 1 heal back up to 2 from the belt. That is very good news. The other thing I'm going to do... Do I want to... Sure. I'll switch the Deadeye down to the bottom row, so that they can smack this undead with the follower, and we can start getting through this row a bit quicker. It's not going to make huge differences to the battle, but it will make a small difference, and that matters. Now, Aziel, at the end of, after they have attacked, summons a bone pile. Bone piles do nothing, but at the end of the round, so after everyone has attacked, they turn into a skeleton. We want to get rid of that. Now, this skeleton is super dead. Aziel will go down to one damage. So the Venom Drinker will survive, which means we've got plenty of leeway. That bone pile is also super dead. Now, I moved Dominique down to the bottom row specifically so that they would heal this follower, because keeping my units nice and topped up just gives me a bit more of a safety blanket. Of course, you're seeing now, this battle, I can just... yeah, it's done. I didn't really have to care that much. I checked the situation, I made sure my startup situation was good for it, and because we did protect the Lost Adventurer, we get 2 gold extra. Experience goes to the Venom Drinker, and we are given a choice. We can go to visit the demon, or we can go to another campfire. At this stage in the game, units I find at the campfire will all be level 1. I only have 9 gold, which isn't a huge amount. I'd rather save it for later in the run. So, I'm going to go through to visit the demon here. Demon lad, Baffin, he's a bit of a friend. Sort of. Not really. He gives us an offer. We can take a benefit to our gold at the cost of the next battle being harder. So if we take Morax's bargain, I get 4 gold, but in the next battle, all enemies begin with 2 armor, which, that's alright. It's the first round they have 2 armor, and then in the future they don't. So it just means that the first round they're a bit tougher. Alternately, I could take a little bit less gold, and the enemy hero will have more health, or there is an extra enemy to start with. I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at right now, so I'm going to take the 4 gold. And then we are given again a choice of bosses. So this is the cycle of the game. It goes through, you choose, you fight bosses, you get better, you improve, and you advance further so it gets harder. Now, the bosses we are faced with here are the Broodmother. At round end, they change lanes, or the metallic ooze. At round end, they gain 1 armor and then move. Gaining 1 armor isn't that significant. Like, they essentially... it doesn't matter. They will absorb 1 damage per round. It's meaningless. The Broodmother, they only change lanes. This one also changes lanes when it moves. So I don't know... I've never fought the Broodmother before. There has to be something special about it, right? Let's find out what it is. Yep, at round end they change lanes, and... okay, so they start with a bunch of bugs, yep. And we are also in a trap room. There is environmental danger. Deal 1 damage to any character standing on spikes at the end of the round. So I'm going to move you off the spikes, but all 3 of these guys can only attack from the front row. Ah, okay. I see what's going on. So, the boss here, the Broodmother, starts with 3 carrion beetles. They have 6 health, so they're fairly tanky. They only deal 1 damage, that's alright. But at the end of each round, they give 2 armor to the Broodmother. Now, what do I definitely want... I think I want to do this. So if I get this follower off the spikes, they will take 1 damage each round from the Carrion Beetle, and then Dominique will heal them. I actually might be in a really bad situation here. Really bad. Because the Broodmother and the Carrion Beetle together are going to deal a total of 3 damage. That would kill the Venom Drinker. Put you out to there. Also, I kind of want you here so that you'll be smacking that beetle. So we can try and kill off the 2 outside ones. They'll kill one of my followers. I'll still have another one that's not doing anything anyway. Let's just see how it goes. It is New Game Plus after all, so it's no surprise that things are going to be a bit rough for me. But yeah, as we see, the 2 armor did actually make some difference. It absorbed a couple of hits there, took some of the poison, but we're in an alright position. And then the Broodmother moves, which is, again, real bad for me. But I actually think it's okay, because the Deadeye will survive. They'll take 1 from the Carrion Beetle, and Dominique will get to attack before the Broodmother does, so it will heal up back to 3, and then take 2 down to 1. Which is still bad, because the Carrion Beetle is probably then going to kill them next round. That's a problem. Let's see what's happening. Yes, this is very bad times. Okay. I might... What do I want to do here? Now, none of my units are inexhaustible, so I can't just move someone in here to take the hit for the Deadeye without them not attacking. And if I do move someone, that beetle will, the beetle from their row will then get to hit my leader, my hero. I think what I have to do though, like, I definitely don't want the Deadeye to die here. They would die after they attack, huh? They get to attack, so the beetle will go down to 1, and then Dominique would kill it off. It would. Let's see how it goes. There's never any chance that you're going to get through a run without anyone dying, and they'll be back. Oh, that beetle was poisoned. I could absolutely have put the Dominique somewhere else so that they would actually do something relevant. Instead, I'm now just going to take a lot of damage. If I'd had Dominique down in the bottom row, for example, this beetle would have died before it got to attack. It's instead going to die after it attacks, so I'm going to get a bit more damage in on this beetle. Now Dominique's going to take a lot of damage. I'm probably going to lose this fight. Because at this stage... Oh my god, I'm screwed. So I can move the lizard here. It'll take the hit from this beetle. It'll get a heal from Dominique, and then it'll survive the Broodmother's attack. but I don't think I'm going to be living any longer than that. Like, it's... Yeah, this is fucked. I'm fucked. Okay, so I can survive one more round. We get the poison on the beetle, we get the kill on the beetle, Lizard Man goes back to full health, but we are now kind of super screwed. Because if I take any more damage to my hero, I lose. I have to keep bounce. Actually, I'm actually fine. I think I'm okay. Lizard is going to take 2 damage. They heal 1 from the belt. No, I'm screwed. Okay. Yes, she would be proud, mech. But yeah, okay, I am screwed, because I had the order of things wrong, and Dominique attacked before the Brood Mother. Wait, Dominique does attack before the Brood Mother, always. So, if I do this, Dominique heals the Lizard to 3, the Beetle hits for 2, down to 1, Belt brings Lizard back to 2, and it repeats infinitely. This is going to be the most drawn-out battle ever. Have fun with your lurking. So, it is now becoming a bit of a song and dance where I'm chipping away at this boss, 1 damage at a time, until I will win, unless I screw something up. Venom Drinker says, "Did you hear that? We need to leave quickly." I don't know what that means. I think I'm screwed. There may be a time limit. I've never had any case where I have experienced this. They're here. Oh, Dungeon Shade. It is invisible, so it can't be targeted. And it deals 2 damage. So I lose! Now, I could use the reset battle option. You get 1 per... I think... Is it 1 per run? I think. This would reset the battle back to the start. Maybe if I played smarter I would be able to achieve something. But I doubt it. I'm just going to take it like a man. Just die. Now, this is the second time, I think, I have ever lost a run. Disappointing. First time I lost a run was the tutorial, though, so I don't think it's that bad. So, that's the gameplay loop. You fight, you fight, you fight, you win, you lose, you die. And then you start again. You get different options for heroes, you get different artifacts, and you'll get different bosses to fight. So, our options on this run. Xandos III, who has only 3 health. They are very squishy. They have no alliances, but they have the Staff of Void. At the end of every round, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. And they have the Dawn Crown. Your party limit is increased by 1. Usually you can only have 5 characters, including your hero, so only 4 allies. Dawn Crown means you can get 1 extra, so you can get 5 allies. Pretty handy, but only having 3 health is major pain. Our alternative is Thoric of the Hammer. He's a dwarf. At the end of every round, he gains 1 armor, so he can absorb 1 damage per round. And he has the Summoning Bell. At the start of battle, he summons 2 Spectral Hammers, I'm pretty sure Spectral Hammers are a unit that deals damage and then dies. So you get to do a bit of nuking at the start of the battle to clear things out some. Let's give Xandos a try. Not on New Game Plus, though. I'm pretty sure this is the weakest hero. Unlucky one. Nazathoth is watching you. Well, there's no turning back now. Also of note, Xandos does not have Inexhaustible. I can't just move him around freely and be fine. And our random starting unit is the Rogue. Poisonous and Inexhaustible. Very useful. Well, time to just dive in, hey? Let's... Considering the situation here, let's start with a random level 2 character. Cleric of the Path. After they attack, they restore 1 health to a damaged, non-heroic ally. So, any of my allies here... Well, no. Any of these 3 could be healed for 1 after this guy attacks. He cannot heal himself, and he cannot heal the hero. He also deals 2 damage, so that's pretty nice. Well, time to go fight the replicating slime. We're given no choices for this first one. Now, replicating slime, after they take a hit, they summon a slime. Slime, just a 1 health, 1 damage creature. Let's see what I want to do then. Now, the slimes are slow, so these guys will die off real quick. Let's do this then. If I set it up like this, the rogue will take the hits from both the slime and the replicating slime boss, and then it will be healed for 1. And we will be rid of the barrel and that slime enemy as well. So then we will only have the replicating slime to deal with. Now, that, of course, doesn't mean we will have... Oh dear. Okay, never mind. The cleric went before the enemies, so no healing happened. Thankfully, the rogue is inexhaustible, so I can just move him away. And he can be in either row. Yeah. So... this is now going to be a bit of a situation. I'm going to move the... Oh, I'm stupid! I'm an idiot. I forgot that Xandos isn't inexhaustible. Well, we're going to see every time we hit the boss, it summons a slime, but we do have lethal here. Because it is poisoned by the rogue, poison kills. Okay, so I made a minor mistake there, but it's fine. We got through it. And we get choices for our units. We could get the Enchanter. At the end of the round, give all allied mages +1 power. Power essentially says you get to deal 1 extra damage for the next attack. The only mage we have is the cleric here. We could pick up the Divine Protector. When an ally is summoned, give them shield. Shield completely negates the next attack. I don't really have any summoning going on, so he's literally just a 6 health meat shield. There is also the Wrath Conduit. They are inexhaustible, backline only. Every time they receive a hit, they attack. And they have 2 attack power. I'll take it. So, we can fight Rattooth again, or we can fight the Restorative Ooze this time. Another slime, but this one, when an ally dies, it heals for 1. That's Alright, and you see, it doesn't just have slimes with it. It has splitting slimes. When this slime thing dies, it splits into 2 slimes. So that's a total of like 6 allies that this guy will have to heal from. Doesn't matter. Let's have a look-see at the best setup, though. You're going to kill that guy, so that's fine. You would poison that, so I think I want you over here instead. And you up here, so that you two will kill that splitting slime. We're going to wind up with 4 different regular slimes, but that's alright. Dear god, we actually nearly killed that regenerative slime before it even got to use any of its healing. And let's reorganize a little bit. That's all clear. We're not going to do much damage to the boss this round, and it's healed back to full health, but that doesn't really matter to me. Oh, we actually dealt a fair bit of damage. Okay. And we cleared out all of the enemies, and it's dead! I forgot that I deal a damage every end of the round. That worked out better than I expected. Now, who do I give the experience to? Now, of note, if I level up, like this is knowledge that I have from playing the game, if I level up the Cleric of the Path to level 3, they will start healing an ally for 2 every round. That's pretty significant. Now, the other thing I can do, I can open up the Codex. And if I go through here, so with that, I can actually show this. So, currently they are level 2. If I bring them to level 3, this changes to a 2. Now, let's see if I can find the Rogue or the Wrath Conduit. There's the Rogue. At level 3, the Rogue deals 3 damage. That's alright. And they get a lot more health. So, level 2, they deal a bit more damage and have a bit more health. That's interesting. And if we look for... Can I find the Wrath Conduit? Their health goes up a little bit, their damage goes up a fair bit. These are actually some difficult choices. But I think I'm going to give it to the Cleric. If I never find any sort of build that I want to use, I will, at the very least, be able to say, hey, Wrath Conduit, you and the Cleric get levels up, so that you can just smack back everyone that hits you, and the Cleric keeps you healthy. Now here's an interesting thing. If Faxel Fetterbite, who counters and deals 1 damage to the closest enemy, were to hit the Wrath Conduit, would the Wrath Conduit's counter-attack then cause a counter-attack to cause a counter-attack to cause a counter-attack, and so on? I'm not sure, but I'm just going to kill off some of the goblins to start with. There we go. So, clearing out the enemy units is always very valuable. I don't know if it really matters if I move people at all. So, let's just keep smacking. I'm pretty sure this boss is dead. Oh, they move after every counter. I missed that part. Oh, that's fine, they're dead. And we got a bonus for defeating all the enemies. Keep bumping that experience into the cleric, and again, I'm going to take a challenge fight for the fight. I'm not too concerned with trying to expand the team right now. 2 gold, all enemies have +3 speed. That's a terrible deal. 3 gold, all enemies have +1 health. 3 gold, the hero has +1 health. And +3 health, rather. Yep, I'll give 3 health to the enemy hero, rather than every enemy having 1 extra. Now, you may have noticed the boss that I hovered over and then chose not to fight. That one had a thing where they gained 1 attack every time every time anything died. That would have been very nasty, because gaining attack is permanent for the battle. So, they eventually would have been dealing a lot of damage to me. Now this is going to be kind of unfortunate, because this rogue can take a hit, sure, but then they're going to be next to death. Even with the cleric's healing, it's not going to work out very well. I probably could have had a better starting setup, actually. Oh, the slime moves. Okay. The rogue is going to survive then. This guy is not. He's super fucking dead. But that's fine. If I move... I guess it doesn't really matter if I move you down here, because even if we kill off... I am always going to forget that this guy cannot just move around as he wants. Exhaust sucks. Every other hero I have used is inexhaustible. This guy being exhaustible makes him lame. He's lame as hell. Anyway, let's just keep smacking the boss and see how it goes. I don't care if followers die, they can't gain experience anyway. Experience gain is the only benefit for not dying. You tank this for me. Thank you very much. Actually, you're not going to take it because the boss dies. Oh yeah. Yeah, so the lack of inexhaustible is going to be my biggest suffering for this run, I think. Also, we have got the cleric at level 3 now, so they heal for 2. Lovely. And we're given 3 options. Why are you... what? I don't know why there's a yellow exclamation mark showing up when he stands there. Oh, because he can't attack from the back line, right. Right, so we have 3 options right now. Treasure Chest has an item we can equip on someone. Tinkerer sells keys. Keys unlock things further down the line. Purple Bonfire has more units to choose from with upgrading or purchasing units. We're still on floor 1. They're all going to be level 1 units. I'm going to go for the keys. Now then. So, it doesn't tell us what these keys are for, but I do know what they're for. Let's see. Old Key eventually gives us access to a room with an ogre who will let us choose 1 ring to take. So he'll have a big selection of equipable items and we'll get to choose one. The Smuggler's Key lets you into the Smuggler's Shop, which is essentially a regular shop with reduced prices. And the golden key lets you fight an alternative boss at some point where the boss just gives you a lot more money than the other option. I mean, I might as well, right? And we carry on. Bonus objective here, defeat all enemies. Okay. Now then, what am I going to do about setup then? Now, both of my units that can deal 2 damage are backline only. So I think I want to do this. Yeah. This'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. Actually, if I'd had the hero start in the top lane, we could have killed 2 of the goblins from the get-go. I made a bad decision. Oh, okay. And every round, the environment is going to summon a bone pile, which will turn into a skeleton if I don't kill it. Yay. Let's see. You move over here. You'll kill that guy before it gets to attack, so the boss will smack this follower but won't kill. This is fine. And then we get some healing in as well. And we've pretty... Oh, okay. Right. When the boss takes damage, they gain power for the next hit, so they get that kill, right? Doesn't matter, it's only a follower. And now we get lethal. Boom, boom, and it's dead. And we did kill all of the enemies, so we get extra riches. Oh yeah. Let's give this to the Wrath Conduit. Now, campfire or shop. Shop sells equipable items. I still have 2 followers, so I'm going to see if there's anyone nice to replace them with. There is the Berserker, a frontline fighter. When they take damage, they gain 1 power. There is the Sharpshooter. When an enemy gains poison, deal 1 damage to them. And there is the Cleric of the Dark. When this character kills an enemy, gain 1 shield. I don't think any of these really appeal to me, so I'm going to refresh. The Sanguinist. At the end of the round, summon a Bloodshade in this lane. Inexhaustible. An enemy Bloodshade, mind. So, Bloodshade, 0 attack, 1 health. When it dies, deals 4 damage to the allied hero. So this guy goes around summoning things into the enemy field for me to kill to deal damage to the boss. And they only have 1 health. So, follower smacks one of those Bloodshades, it's 4 damage to the boss instead of 1. It's pretty good. There is also the Armor Smith. At the end of the round, give another ally in this lane 2 armor. Or the Squire. At the end of the round, give another ally in this lane 1 power. Don't think I really care that much. Actually... No, you're a backline only. So, in order to give armor to the Wrath Conduit, he would have to be in front of it. Which means it's not going to be getting hit, because he's taking the hits. So, kinda useless. I've got 2 backline only units, so I don't think I really want a 3rd. Do I? I would be down to 2 frontline units. which I think is alright because the Wrath Conduit kind of wants to get hit. Nah, refresh it. Royal Guard, 6 health. When they gain health, your hero gains power. Okay. The Enchanter, round end, give all mages 1 power. Are you a mage? You are. So these two would gain power. Or Aguatilis. The Lizard Folk Archer, when an ally dies, gain 2 power, inexhaustible. The Enchanter's a frontline fighter, huh? Kinda sucks. Moving on. Elf Mage, Fey Adept. They are poisonous. Summoned allies have +1 attack. I don't summon allies. The Cleric of the Hammer does. They summon a Spectral Hammer every turn. Spectral Hammer just deals 1 damage and then dies. It's not amazing. If you get him up to level 3, I think the Spectral Hammer becomes stronger. So it can be good. Mage of the Sun. Gains double the amount of power. Now, this would have been fun if I had the Enchanter. I guess screw it. I have to choose something at some point, so I'm just going to do that. And let's see what else shows up with the last of my gold. Don't care about Iron Blood. It's a unit where it says when you it can expend 1 health once per turn to gain 1 armor for each damaged ally. The Lightning Adept, another mage. I have too many mages. When the character gains 1 power, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. The Runesmith, when another dwarf takes damage, gain 1 power. And at the end of the round, gain an armor for each other dwarf. I have no other dwarves. Now, I can re-roll once more because I would sell the follower for 1 gold, and then I'd have 3 again. Screw it. Let's do that. This sucks. All of this sucks. Like, the Armorsmith is useless in the front line. He cannot give armor to himself, and if he's at the front, he's just going to take the hits. The Druid has to be at the back line. The Armored Knight has no way to gain armor. So, all 3 of them are kinda useless. Moving on to the first big boss. There will be 3 big bosses as we go through each run. This time, we are fighting the Reanimated Colossus. It attacks twice per round. Now, it also has 2 attack, so it hits for 4 every round. We also have the Twin Mancers. So 2 Twin Mancers. When they, or after they attack, they summon a Bone Pile, which sucks. Real sucks for me. I think it's alright though, because Wrath Conduit's going to hit this guy. He's going to attack the Wrath Conduit. Wrath Conduit will counter, and then he does the follow-up, I think. So he'll be dead and won't be able to summon that Bone Pile. These 2 will deal 3 damage to him. And then he'll summon a Bone Pile, the leader will get rid of it. Now, the Colossus is going to smack around my rogue. That's fine. He'll survive, that's all that matters. For now, at least. So, for the first time, we are actually going to get to see... Oh, I didn't consider that he may summon that not in front of himself. Well, it's fine. Do I want to... just let it play out. If the rogue dies, the which it will, the rogue dies. I would prefer to get more damage in. And the rogue tanking one hit, or one round rather, means that we've got lethal. Tactical decisions. Sometimes sacrifices are necessary. Now then, we defeated a big boss, and so we gain a fancy chest. Fancy chest? Well, first off, I've taken no damage to heal, so I can sell this healing potion for 1. We gain 8 gold. We can give someone 2 experience. 2 experience is going to the Wrath Conduit. So, Wrath Conduit levels up, gets a little more health, a little more damage. Lovely. And we get an artifact. Artifacts are always active. So, we have the Blood Hex. After the first round, summon an enemy Bloodshade. Essence Collector. When a non-summoned ally dies, summon 2 Blood Wisps. Or Counterfeit Coins. Characters at campfires cost 2 less gold. Hot damn, hell yeah. Now, the price does go up once you change zones, but that's fine. Reducing the cost by 2 means that they're still going to cost like 2, I'm pretty sure. That's still less. And then we meet the Witch. Witch is at the start, the Witch comes after every big boss, so you'll meet her twice in a run, and she sells you potions. Potions do fancy things. The Mirroring Potion. Transform a fighter, which the only fighter I have is the Rogue. So transform a fighter into a basic copy of a random party member. That's a terrible idea right now, because it would either turn into a follower, or it would turn into a mage who has to be in the backline. I don't have space for that. The Greater Mystery Potion. Now, transforms into a random item, consumable, mage only. This one means that this potion will turn into a random item. I've tried it for science. It does not turn the character into an item. It gives them an item. Alternatively, there is Midas Potion. Transform a mage into a golden statue that can be sold for 10 gold at campfires. Damn! I might just do that to the Mage of the Sun. Sure, Mage of the Sun, you are now a golden statue. And we'll give the Wrath Conduit a random item. Tanner's Gloves, I can take it off. Gives +1 health. I'm moving that over to... oh no, actually yeah. Wrath Conduit can keep that. Yeah, because the Wrath Conduit does take hits. Okay. Let's move on to the next fight. The Spawn of Valak. At the round end, summon a Wandering Orb. Oh boy. Now, this golden statue is essentially just a tank right now. So I can just do this and have it take damage for me. Hopefully it doesn't get destroyed if it actually dies. Like, it takes up a slot in my party, so I'm sure it should, like, actually be there, right? It should come back if it dies. This is still fine. Nope, that follower is dead. So, Wandering Eyes, they will attack anyone in the front row. If there's nobody in the front row, then they attack anyone in the second row. So it's purely random. The eye is now going to smack around this statue. I should have swapped these two around. Because, yep, the rogue is dead. But he's not, because we got the kill. Hell yeah. I can level up the golden statue. Hang on. Does the golden statue show up in the list? I'm not seeing it. Do I do something really stupid and try pumping experience into the golden statue to see what happens? The answer is obviously yes. We have to do science, right? I'm not going to sell this thing because I need to power it up. And I do have a follower to get rid of after all. I've got no ways to gain armor. I could take the Warbear. If the Warbear has 2 health or less, it restores 2 health at the end of the round. Yeah, I'll take a Warbear, sure. And I think I'll save the rest of my money. You know what? I've never fought the Crone before. The idea of a poisonous boss just scares me, but let's see what it's like. Okay. So first round, we're just going to be smacking things and breaking vases. That's fine. The bear is going to get poisoned. This is unavoidable. And she deals 3 damage. And then she moves. Fun! There is also the poisonous slime now. It's faster than the conduit mage. And it has 2 health. So if I were to move the rogue, it would survive anyway and poison the rogue. Now, here's a thought though. If it poisons the Wrath Conduit will take 1 damage every turn, triggering its counter. That sounds like fun to me. This golden statue is getting smashed. Cannot prevent it, but it is acceptable. Okay. Boom, statue goes. This is fine. Now, this guy hits for 2, but the cleric will survive. Hey Rogue, your time has come. Take a hit for me. And the Rogue will actually survive the round as well. And we win, hell yeah. Well, the statue did die, so I can't give it experience from this fight. That's alright. I do want to still keep putting experience into the Wrath Conduit. I might do the Warbear after the Wrath Conduit. But let's just keep on a-moving. Shop time. Soul ends. When an ally dies, deal 1 damage to the nearest enemy. I'd rather not have my allies die. Doomed Amulet. +2 attack, follow up, take 1 damage. Hang on. Counter. When the character loses health and survives. If I put the Doomed Amulet on the Wrath Conduit, it gets up to 5 attack, and it will attack twice every turn at the cost of 1 health. I could also give the Venom Cap to the Rogue, so after the Rogue attacks, all poisoned enemies take 1 damage. Doomed Amulet. Hell yes. Yeah, moving on. The Mimic. It's going to attack me a bunch, that's fine. It deals 4 damage, huh? That's alright. So there may be a minor issue here. Issue being, the bear is now at 4 health. If... Oh, okay, no. The Mimic moves anyway. I was thinking, if the Cleric healed the bear, the Mimic would then attack the bear, it would survive, and it would heal for 2, and thus it would be back to 4 health. The Wrath Conduit being down 1 health was the only thing that made that even somewhat doubt-worthy. You're just going to deal 4 damage, so I can let the golden statue tank it. Or the rogue can tank it, and will kill off more of the junk that's in our way. No, I'd rather poison the Mimic. Worst comes to worst, I can always like toss the Lost Adventurer in front of the boss, because even if he dies, all I lose is 2 gold. It's not some huge loss. Now this is where I do want to do this swap, because the rogue will kill off that pot, or urn, so the cleric will actually hit the boss for 2 damage, increases my damage output by 1. It's not that big, but it's something. And we've won. There we go. We get all our stuff, we get more experience to give to this golden statue. Excellent. Let's get even more gold, because I don't feel like swapping out any of my units right now. What challenges do we have? An ally begins with a random status effect. Enemies begin with 2 armor. Enemy hero has +3 health. You know what? Greed. And I'm going to fight the Clippian Simuli. Simulate? There we go, everything's all set up. I think this is an alright starting setup. Yeah, sure. Now, unfortunately, I will only ever be able to have 1 person in the middle row until the immovable thicket on my side gets killed. And that can only happen if I can get someone out of the way. So something will have to die before I'm able to actually move things around nicely. But that's fine. Carrying on. We have no need to actually change things around yet. Oh those, yeah. Now, I guess I haven't mentioned it. These enemies, the deteriorating simulae, when they die, they summon a headless simulae, which has less health and moves around randomly. Not fun. Anyway, carrying on. I think the bear may die this round. Depends on whether the cleric heals it. Cleric healed it! Hell yeah! Now bear takes a hit, and it heals. So the bear is back to a situation of the bear may die this round. Please heal the bear. Nope. Okay, bear dies. Oh, but the boss is dead anyway. Hell yeah! And we can now level up the statue. What will it do? It sells for even more! Okay, but what if I get it to level 3? It doesn't have a level listed. Can this guy says level 2 Undead Mage, level 2 Beast Fighter, level 1 Gnome Fighter. This doesn't have a level. Can the statue level up infinitely? I mean, now it says exceptional statue. I don't know. Anyway, we see our first use for a key. We can go visit the ogre. Good giant, you want rings? No greedy, only take 1. So we've got a choice of 6 rings to choose from. The ruby ring, follow up, restore 1 health to a damaged non-heroic ally. The topaz ring, round end gain 1 power. The amethyst ring, after the first round, summon an enemy lesser void wisp. Don't know what that is. Diamond ring, plus 3 health. Emerald ring, follow up, deal 1 damage to all poisoned enemies. Obsidian ring, an ancient ring of transformation. This you essentially carry through to right near the end of the game, where you then get an event. Person says, hey, I've lost my obsidian ring. You give them the ring, and you get a level 3 unit of your choice. You can just cycle through the entire list and pick one. I'm going to take the ruby ring. It's like, we need more healing to happen. And I'm going to give it to the warbear. No, the warbear takes hits. I'm going to... no. Giving it to the statue would be very stupid because the statue never attacks, so it cannot trigger follow-up. I can take the gloves off the Wrath Conduit, I guess. Like, here, statue, have some gloves. They make you healthier. So now I will be healing 2 to a random unit and 1 to a random unit. Now, do I actually want the gloves to be on the statue? I don't know. It helps me tank some. Sure, why not? The bear already has enough health. The rogue has a better item and can only have the 1 equipment right now. The Orb Progenitor. Summon 2 Wandering Orbs at the end of round. We also have environmental damage from the Corrupted Altar. At the end of the round, 2 damage to any character on the targeted tile. We also have a bonus objective to take no hero damage. I haven't taken any hero damage so far. I think this setup is okay. It should be fine. Ah. Poor rogue. Just get shot for no reason. And we've already cleared out all of the basic enemies that started there. Where will the altar target next? I'm pretty sure it's always on my side of the field. It's smacking the golden statue. How rude. Anyway, keep murdering. Ow. How much damage does the boss do? It's fine. The bear will live. Nope, the bear did not live. The boss does 4 damage. Hot damn. It's a murderer. You go stand here, Rogue. Actually, no. You go stand here. Golden Statue is going to tank the death. So I'd rather level up some actually useful things for the upcoming fights. And we win. Hell yeah. So I think I can put experience into the Wrath Conduit. Yes. He's not at max level yet. Smuggler. Campfire shop. Smuggler is just a cheaper shop. And I'm happy with my units for the moment. Many things for sale. Can give a human +2 health, -1 speed. I mean, +2 health on my hero. Oh right, also, I no longer need the old key. I no longer need the smuggler's key. So those can go, because I'm pretty sure they can only show up once per run. Beast +1 attack. I can give the Warbearer Cleaver. Also, I can get +1 attack on a mage. Okay, hang on. Warbear, you get this. Cleric, you get this. For now. Because once this guy hits level 3, I'm giving him that staff. I don't want either of these. Do I want the... No. If the hero starts getting hit, they're screwed. Vampiric Helm! Every time an enemy dies, the wearer heals 1 health. That's a fun one. I'm giving that to the bear. The bear has a cleaver and a helmet now. And we go on to the big boss for this zone. Fierce. On taking damage, deal 1 damage to the nearest enemy, and it starts with Clipes and Venina. These two are bosses that have shown up earlier in the run. Well, I don't think we fought Venina. We absolutely fought the Clipes Simule. We've seen Venina, I think, and I chose not to fight it. This is fine. You go up here. I want to get rid of the shield gains ASAP. And you will be able to get rid of that one. That'll be good. Okay. Now, having the golden statue there is actually quite useful because it takes the attack from the enemy that applies Paralyze, which is very valuable because it's already doing nothing, and paralyzed units don't get to do anything. I think the bear is dead. Unless the cleric heals it. Or... okay, I can do this. The bear is going to get paralyzed, but it can't attack anyway. It's going to survive. This guy will then get killed. This guy will hit the boss. And these 3 will be enough to kill this guy with the poison effect. And this guy will take the statue will take the hits from the boss. So there is paralysed. Very unfortunate. It doesn't even get its healing because it was paralysed. But it survives, and that's the important thing. Okay. I think I move you here so that you can tank more hits in case the boss lives until it's shot through all of this. Yep, let's just go for it. Bang, bang, statue is dead. Bang. We get the counter off, and my counter is stronger. Hell yeah! So, bunch of gold, 2 experience. Let's put that on... Now, it would be wasted on the Wrath Conduit, because it would level up and then it's level 3, so it can't gain any. Let's put it on the bear. I can give my hero +1 attack power, so he now deals 2 damage. Nice. And... which artifact do we want? Venina's Hex, or Venina's Hex. Battle start, deal 2 damage, or poison 2 random enemies. Battle start, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Or Summoned Allies gain 1 attack. We don't have Summoned Allies. Now, I could start re-rolling. I'll re-roll once. I'm going to save my money because the rogue is still only level 1. I'm going to replace it eventually. So my options are... At battle start, summon an ever-burning flame, which is a unit where every round, or at the end of the round, it gives a random unit 1 power, or the Book of Power, which gives a random allied human 1 power. Now, my only human is the cleric, but that's alright. I don't want to spend any more gold, so let's just take that and move on. It's going to be consistent, so that's handy knowledge to have. And the witch. Okay. Was saving my money immediately useful? Transform a fighter into a copy of another party member. I mean, if I transform the rogue, there's a chance they turn into the bear. Or the statue. Rogue, give me your shield. Yeah, because it's that or just mystery potion that turns into a random mage item. Rogue, who are you now? The statue. Ah! Well, if we manage to get to a campfire, I'm going to be rich. I don't care about the bonus objective right now, I think. My main priority is going to be survive. Okay. Even though I say I don't care about the bonus objective, I do think right now my best option is probably just to try and nuke down the boss. Because it's scary. The enemies in this fight have a lot of health. They are very difficult to kill. So I may have better chances. Like, I did 14 damage to the boss there. It went from 25 to 11. It's dead. I think it's dead. Like, do I just win? I just win. this is where nukes happen. Oh god. That can be a real scary fight. In this case, it was not at all. Level 3 for you. Up your damage even more. 5 health, 4 attack power, and if I take the staff over to you, you now have 7 attack power, twice per turn. Take the glove off this statue. Do I? No, I'm not going to keep the statue any longer than this. Well, I'll keep one of the statues. I need something to pump experience into, because everything starts at level 3 now. So it'll just be bear to level 3, and then the statue, I guess. Not that there's that much experience left to gain. That could be nice. Hope applies every time an ally is healed. We have 2 heals happening per turn minimum. If the bear is down to 2 health, that's 3 heals. So that's like 4 damage blasted out per turn, plus their attack. Alright. We've got 3 mages, a bear, and a statue. The statue can have this glove back, I guess. And you go stand up here. Yeah, I guess this works. I've got a lot of gold. But I don't think I'm going to find anything to do with it. So let's just move on. Servant of Fire. Change lanes and gain 1 attack after it attacks. We also have the Ember Prince. Deals 0 damage, is invisible, but it applies Curse to whoever it attacks. A cursed unit takes double damage from the next hit they receive. I'm swapping this back so that we have nukes going down the line. Well, here we go. First round we don't get to do any real... First round our follow-ups don't do any healing, but we did get 2 Doom stacks to trigger on the bear, so that healed twice, that's fun. A golden statue. Tank that hit. Otherwise the cleric is dead. The bear is also in a bit of trouble here, because it's now going to be cursed, and if the dragon comes to the middle row... It didn't? Okay. This cleric is dead, though. I could save them with the statue. So I will. Retaining any amount of damage is rather useful in this fight, because the boss ramps real hard. So I kind of need to just keep all the damage output I can. And like, now I've got lethal. So, we just kill now. Hells yes. Bear to level 3. The bear gets 2 extra health, and now, if it has 3 or less health, it restores 3 health. Hell yeah, bear tanky. Do I want to do anything here? I could give my mages more health. I could make the bear even tankier. Hey bear, you tank. Also, you deal more damage. If I refresh, anything worth buying with 5 gold? Bear has -1 speed, fun. Can't be poisoned. I might put that on the boss just in case. I don't think anything is going to be able to poison my hero though. It should be fine. Yeah, save my gold. Be greedy. And the Abyss Walker. Abyss Walker is somewhat intimidating. Okay. You're going to be dealing 2, 4, 6 damage this turn. Because this one will survive. Yeah, that's all fine. In fact, you may only... there's no way you're only dealing 4. Yeah, bear's fine. Yeah, I think this setup's fine. Now, this fight can be a little bit scary, especially in the early stage, because every time one of these fires dies, it gives the boss +2 damage for its next attack. So, if a lot of them die all at once, the boss does a lot of damage. a lot. But we should be fine, because like, right now, 2, 4, 6, 8, even if all 3 flames die, the boss can't kill the bear. So, go. Oh, they give +2 power to all creatures. Right, so the flames buff each other. I forgot that part. Doesn't matter, all flames are dead. Alright, you can get power from the book as well. Anyway, that flame's going to survive, I don't care. One flame alone isn't going to do anything. And we win. This Wrath Conduit is my MVP, absolutely. Wrath Conduit, Bear, and Cleric, those 3 are indispensable. These 2 I could swap out if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. I don't know if I'm going to find another campfire, though. So I may never get a chance to swap out the statue, but that's fine. Let's see what's around. Give all allied mages in this column +3 power. I don't have room for you. Channeler, follow-up trigger all allied doom effects. This guy would make the bear heal 1 every round. I don't care. Yeah, I don't think I really want to swap anyone. So we just move on. This wouldn't be happening if I knew for sure that leveling up the statue again would only increase its value. But, like, I can't be sure. And if I can't be sure, then I can't accept that. Block for the cleric. You'll still have 4 health, or 2 health left after the flame smack you round. That'll be fine. Yeah, you would be dead. In fact, you would be super dead. Who gets to it? Do stuff. So my 3 mages get to act before the flames. If I move the statue here, it will guaranteed block 1 hit. And then if the Cleric of the Rose gets any healing, they would survive another hit. But there won't be another hit. Well, if the statue dies, the statue dies. Things that actually have effects on the battle are more important to me. Oh, the statue super dies. No, it doesn't. I get a heal off. The statue lives! And where does it spawn a flame? It doesn't! The environment smacked my Wrath Conduit and sent off a nuke. The statue is 1 XP away from leveling up. Oh. Gauntlets. Plus 2 health, minus 1 speed. You know what? The statue. Make the statue tankier. Okay, and we now see where the final key comes in, the golden key. So, normally we would be able to fight the Servant of Shadow. It gets plus 1 attack for each unit I have, including my hero. That means it hits very hard, and then loses power as the fight goes on, as my units die. Alternatively, we can fight the Servant of Greed, who will give me a lot of gold if I kill it. It attacks twice per turn, and it moves around. Let's go for the Servant of Greed, because I am greedy. Now, this one has the Golden Prince. He deals 1 damage, is invisible, so I can't attack him. And he, on hit, steals 1 gold from me. How rude. If I had fought the other dragon, it would have a minion that was invisible, deals 0 damage, and I believe applies Confused. So it would then have been causing my units to move around on their own. Now, this guy, 3 damage attack, attacks twice. He's going to deal 6 damage. That's fun. Launch the nukes! Where does the boss move? Down. The statue can tank the damage for a hit. Let's go for it. The Golden Prince is still attacking my cleric up the top there. That's alright with me, because he's got the health to take it. Bear, go tank. The bear will live. The statue would not, and I kind of want to see what the statue does when it levels up a second time. So I do want the statue to actually survive this fight. The boss attacks last? No, it attacks before the bear. So we have lethal. The boss is going to get a chance to destroy my statue. Also, this Cleric of the Rose, they can probably go if I get another campfire. Also, 16 gold for beating that boss. Level 3 statue, and we do have a campfire available. What? Asmodel the Golden! 5 attack power, 1 speed, sells for 15 gold at campfires. Every round gains a shield. Hi Asmodel, welcome to the party, you're a badass. Oh my god. Oh, that was worth it. I thought I was just dicking around. I thought I was doing stupid things. That was worth it. Anyway, this Cleric of the Rose can probably go. None of these 3 appeal to me. None of these 3 appeal to me. Also doesn't appeal. Juggernaut, maybe? Okay, I have to admit, these 2 together would be fun. So they're both undead. They have effects that are based around souls. Souls are something you gain when things die. So, baseline, I believe your soul max is 0, and then this guy would give me 2, this guy would give me 2, so I could have up to 4 souls. This one heals for 3 every round, so long as 2 things have died. This one heals and gains power based on the number of souls that I have. So souls are something I would be able to spend. Going to head out, have a good rest of the stream. Alright, Potato, you have a good day, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. Take care of yourself. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go crazy here. This is probably a very, very bad decision. But sell the Cleric of the Rose. Take all the equipment off the bear. Sell the bear. And the cleaver, because I have no beasts anymore, right? You're an undead fighter. Yeah, okay. Asmodel. You stand at the front line, actually. Juggernaut and Soul Drinker. The Juggernaut can have the shield that gives it a bunch more health. The Soul Drinker can have the helmet that lets it heal, because he only ever restores... Well... Yeah, no, let them set up this way. So, yep, now I can have up to 4 souls. So, I'm going to save the rest of my money here, because we're going to get one more boss, one more shop, and then the final boss. So, the Hand of Abaddon targets one of the nearest enemies in any lane. When an allied monster dies, gain +1 attack. Okay, so this guy, every time he's hit, gives the boss +2 power. This guy, every time he's hit, gives the boss +2 armor. So we're only going to be able to get 2 souls in this fight unless my own units die. That's alright. Yeah, let's set it up like this, I think. You're going to be tanking the hardest. Actually, I should have had Asmodel in the front, in the middle. Because, like, no matter how powerful the boss gets, no, he needs to actually survive a round to set up his shield before he can start actually tanking. So, now that he has a shield, if he were in the middle, the boss would never be able to kill him because it only ever attacks once per turn. Now, the Soul Drinker may die if it takes this hit. I'm going to do something. Hey Asmodel, you go stand in the back of the middle. He's exhausted this round, so he won't be able to generate a shield if he takes damage. That's why I can't just swap him with the Soul Drinker. But now that he's in there, once he has recovered from the exhaustion, which is there, so now every round he will be generating a shield for himself. So if I just move this Soul Drinker, the boss can no longer damage me. So, as long as we don't start having a bunch of enemies spawn because I'm taking too long, we've won this fight. Actually, this guy's getting low. But he'll survive another round. I guess it doesn't really matter whether I keep him alive specifically though. Because the boss is going down. Oh, no, okay, he's dead. Now that now we have 2 souls. Ah, right. The Hand of Abaddon attacks a random unit in the front line. Okay. So you're definitely going to get hit by the Hand of Abaddon. I think what I need to do is try to get this guy dead. Wait, no, I've just got lethal anyway. Never mind. I'm thinking hard for no reason. Trying to be big brain when instead I can just murder. Yeah! Asmodel for the win. Okay. So... well, let's grab other stuff first. I can't give anyone experience. I'm at full health. Artifacts. I have no summoned allies. Giving my hero 3 power and a shield at the start of battle is a very minor influence. It's 3 extra damage at the start, and the hero can take 1 hit without getting hurt. If my hero is taking attacks, I've lost. Ever-burning torch gives a random unit of power. But with the shop coming up, like, this shop is a valuable one. It's the last shop, so I want to have gold for it. Nazathoth summons you. Okay, potion belt, absolutely, but on who? Juggernaut or Soul Drinker? I think on the Juggernaut. I mean, the Juggernaut, as soon as one thing dies, it will be healing every round. No, it gains power or health based on how many souls. Okay, Juggernaut, you get the potion belt. Cracked soul. Juggernaut can have that as well. I kind of really want the Searing Sign. It would bring this guy up to 10 damage, but it would bring him down to 2 health. There's an achievement for dealing 10 damage with a single attack, but it would pretty much guarantee the Wrath Conduit dies immediately, and the Wrath Conduit is my main source of damage. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I might give the Titan's Wall to the Soul Drinker. He won't be able to deal damage anymore, but he will be a really good tank. Sure. Now, do I want to move anything around? Probably not. This is fine. Happen to find anything good for 4? Battle start, gain 4 armor. Hey Asmodel, you are now a main tank. Okay, Nazathoth time. Challenge 2 achievements gained. Challenge a god with Xandos, and reach a god within 40 turns. That's pretty good. Anyway, this is unpleasant. I don't really want my Wrath Conduit taking 2 damage from this guy, so I'm just going to move him out of the way. And we start. King, king, king. Now, these shadows disappear at the end of each round. Do they die? No, I don't get souls from them. That sucks. Anyway, do this. 2 affliction. Oh, that's real rude. Affliction means while they have that that status effect, they cannot gain health, power, or armor. For 2 rounds, this guy will not be healing or getting any power. I can accept it. Yep, just take it. Now, yes, our lad did take damage there, because this thing smacked him and then it did its 2 damage thing. That's okay. We have so many heals happen in this party. So long as they don't all stack onto the Juggernaut, who gets 0 healing from them, it should be alright. Damn it! Okay, we actually got 1 effective heal there. So, as we're seeing, this boss is a bit of a threat. He has a lot of health, and he constantly summons random units in random rows. So you've kind of got to be able to actually juggle your units around some. Also, I'm screwed. If the Cleric does not heal the Wrath Conduit, he is dead. This sucks real bad for me. Also, you're going to hit 3 times, so Asmodel is going to take 2 damage. But if I swap, Asmodel takes 4 damage. So I guess I just stick with this. Let's really hope the heal goes onto the Wrath Conduit. Because otherwise he is dead and I can do nothing about it. Please! Damn it! The Wrath Conduit is dead, and they were our biggest source of damage as well. This is pain. Hey Xandos, get the hell out of there. And the Cleric can tank 2 damage, that's fine. Oh right, this guy deals 0 damage, so he can't kill this flame thing. That's rather unfortunate for him, but he can tank it, so who cares? Why does it only have 1 health now? Oh right, because it had the thing it took 2. Okay, move the hero down there. He'll spend 1 turn doing nothing, and then he'll kill that flame, so that's good and fine. These 2 are going to kill off these flames. Asmodel is going to take a bit of pain. Also of note, I no longer have my battle reset. I haven't used it, but because I'm at the final boss, I don't get it. So, I don't get to re-roll this fight and hope that my Conduit of Wrath, or Wrath Conduit, whatever it is, but I don't get to just hope that my Conduit survives in another reality. This is what I get. This is my fight. I should have put the healing thing onto one of my super tanks, so that the Wrath Conduit would have had extra chances to heal. Okay. Ooh, we're healing the non-tank. Okay, so here's the problem. This guy is confused. 50-50 chance he moves out of this lane, and this guy just nukes my hero. So... You're spending a couple of rounds doing nothing. Sorry, but we have to keep the hero alive. Whoa! All the buffs! And then they go to waste because I have to move him anyway. 2 Dark Flames in this lane, this is fine. Cursed Attack, this is fine. Whee! Okay, attacks 3 times, that's fine. 2 Affliction, that's alright. You'll go and kill off one of those flames at the end of battle, of the round rather. So long as I can't get timed out on this fight, I think I'm alright, because I'm somewhat stabilized. Like, I'm not in an ideal position, but I think I'm somewhat stable. Okay. This is all fine. You're taking 2, but you'll still have 1 health, that's fine. You're taking 2, that's fine, you will still have 2 health. Please heal this lad. Yes. See, the issue with this fight is that no matter how stable I think I am, there's no guarantee that I will actually win, because I could just get a really unfortunate round where he summons like a bunch of things that are just gonna beat me, no matter what. Well, that's scary. Hey hero, get the hell out of the way. Yeah, because these would absolutely have nuked him. They'll do some damage to the Juggernaut, but it'll survive. Fun thing that we just saw there. Those 2 ghosts killed themselves, which is very rare in this fight. So, because they are invisible, they cannot be targeted by attacks, but their explosion, once all this chain goes off, their explosion says 2 damage to all characters in this lane. It doesn't try and target any characters, it just does it to all of them. Now, because only 2 shadows are... Oh my god, I'm an idiot, my healer just died. That's a kinda bad time, but I think I have lethal. Yes, I have lethal. If that had happened earlier in the round, like, I just wasn't paying attention. If that had happened earlier in the fight, I would have been screwed. But as it stands, victory! Hell yeah. The portal remains open. Which, like, portal at the bottom of that dungeon leads you to the Hell Land where the gods are. Thoric? What do you mean next unlock Thoric of the Hammer? We saw him in this run, didn't we? Anyway, we have unlocked the Void Summoner, which at the end of at round end, summon an enemy Void Wisp. We have also unlocked a new room, the Void. Don't know what that does. We have unlocked the Soulmancer. At the end of the round, if I have no souls, gain 1 soul and 2 power. Max souls plus 2. So this guy wants me to actually spend all my souls, but he doesn't give me a way to do that. Let's see. So that's that. And then it brings us back, and we start again. Now, it gives us new selection, as we've seen earlier on, after I lost my first run. There is also the daily challenge, where we have a set starting deal. We have a preset party that we start with, and we cannot sell characters. So this daily run, or daily challenge, we have to use the units we get at the start. Let's give it a try. I've got like 40 minutes left in the stream. Poor soul, what a terrible curse. Well, there's no turning back now. Oh hey, a Wrath Conduit. And Squire, give another ally in this lane +1 power. So those are the two that I start with, and then I have to be careful who I choose to add to my party, because I cannot get rid of them once I have them. In consideration of that, I think starting with a level 2 character is pretty nice. Yeah. He hits all enemies in the column that he targets. That's pretty nice. And because I've done that, I have the leeway to keep my money and not buy things until later in the game. Gives me a bit more options to choose from. Wow. That was a turn 1 victory. Hey, I got an achievement for that. Campfire. I am not going to buy any units unless I see someone very valuable right here. Nope. Let's go Restorative Ooze. So these 3 are going to be my party for a little while. That's fine with me, honestly, because it essentially just means I'm just going to be down 1 unit, really. Like, it's going to be a minor effect. Please don't summon in the middle row. Yes! We have lethal! First turn kill again. The Wrath Conduit is very powerful, especially early on. But what does the Flame Adept do when I level it up? There it is. It gets more attack. Hell yeah. Go, dude. Become the nuke. Fighter only, +2 health, +2 speed. Thankfully I have a fighter. Would be rather unfortunate if I didn't. You go here, because nothing attacks in the middle row. Except, like, well, the boss does have a thing where he does attack, but that gets randomized. Or So, the Golden Wisp disappears after the first round, or second round rather. Doesn't matter, it's not going to survive. It's... I said, it's dead. You moving does not change things, little wisp. They got into a bit of a counter-off. We didn't kill the wisp. The boss died before the wisp. Oh, sad times. Give me a challenge. I'm not desperate for gold on this run, I think. Give me the biggest challenge. And we fight the Metallic Ooze. Let's see, I want you in the middle to start with. Because you're going to just take the hit and then smack it hard. Give a heal to the Wrath Conduit. This is fine. This is fine, says the dog in the dining house. Yep, carry on. I've been misusing the Squire this entire time. It's another lane, it's the same row, not the same column. Dumbass. Whatever, we have... I'm pretty sure we have lethal here. We don't quite, but we will in a moment. Which unfortunately means we don't actually get to level up the Flame Adept, whatever. Now, my carefree attitude towards this can last for a little bit. It's gonna give me problems later on. Keys or item? Keys. I'm going to skip the golden key, but I'll take the up two. Hello, Flit Vetabite. Oh hey, a golden wisp again. I should have put the hero behind this lad so that I'd actually be doing something. Too damn stupid. Yeah, whatever. This is fine. No, it's not. The Wrath Conduit is dead. Oh well, this is still fine, because we have lethal now. And we can level the Flame Adept up to maximum. Boom. We are absolutely going to the shop instead of the bonfire. You should start here. +2 speed I could give to someone. Maybe the Flame Adept. It's valuable to have them go earlier so that they can smack an entire column. Yep, carry on. King Fetterbite. Round end summons a Goblin Archer. He also has the Commanding Orb. Goblins have +1 attack. This is invisible, so I can't hit it. Well, I mean, the Flame Adept is just going to kill both of those archers anyway, so moving on. Yep, my heal goes off before the King Fetterbite attacks. And we win. I'm being rather careless here. You know what, screw it. I'm going to continue being rather careless. Hey, do level up. Yeah, give me artifact. Human, dwarf, and elf. I don't think I have... Yeah, I've got 2 humans and an undead. I don't have shield stuff. I could summon an enemy lesser Void Wisp after the first round. Or I could just keep re-rolling. Humans and dwarves gain armor. Allied mages can't be exhausted. Flame Mage being inexhaustible would be very valuable. Or Flame Adept. Basically lets me shuffle them around as needed, which is going to keep them alive and let them do a lot more murder. Potions! Makes a mage multi-class so they can equip items from any class. Transform a fighter into another unit. Huh. Gonna take this off you. Hey, you're now a mage. I now have 3 level 3 units right from the start, huh? And I can make a mage multi-class. What's this? Transform your hero. I'd rather not. So, made the Wrath Conduit multi-class, so they can now have the shield that makes them tougher. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't think I need to transform my hero. It's not really going to help me that much. The heals are valuable. Well, these pots are dying. Boom. And then... Oh. Wow, the eyes are quick. Anyway. time for murder. Victory! Easy. I have no use for experience right now. I guess I can just shuffle around and find someone who's useful. I never have anyone in the front column. And I can never have anyone in the front column except for you, so no. No. Counter, gain 2 power. No. The Hellion. Now that's interesting. Once per turn they can spend 2 health to attack. If they kill something with their attack, they restore 1 health. Is that what I want my final character to be? Sure. Poison scares me, we're going for the Awakened Thicket. Start by killing off one of these things. That was a bad idea. I forgot that they hurt. Well, anyway. Also, I didn't consider that the first mage would have killed both of those anyway. Save your health, I think. This guy will have a net 0 where he takes 2, heals 1, and then the hero heals him for 1 again. Oh my, okay. Anyway. Lethal there. Can I speed this up even more? I can't right now, apparently. I've never seen the Void. Let's see what it is. Hello, friend. Have you brought me an item? Andromalius will transform 1 piece of equipment. Right-click to remove the equipment from a character, then place the equipment in the Void. Have this ring. Okay. 8 speed instead of 2, that's incredible. The Hellion can have the health buff from that shield as well. Also, I think I put the speed on my hero, so I can trigger the blood cast on the first round and have the hero heal for 1. And the hero will always be healing before enemies, or almost always be healing before enemies attack. +1 attack for each ally it has. Oh boy. This is concerning, but okay, you're taking 6, that's fine. You may take one, that's fine. And then we start nuking. You get out of the way. But if you get out of the way... Okay, you smack. Now get out of the way. There is still a high chance that he dies. Nope. Okay, he lives. Because he got a kill and got the healer. And we got enough kills that the boss didn't have lethal on the mage either. Alright. You go stand here and get that kill immediately, so that that eye doesn't get to smack anyone. And we have it. That was possibly one of the more concerning battles I've had. Give more experience to the Hellion. Campfire is useless to me. Challenge me. Water break. We'll take the random status effect. I'm not sure what that'll do, but the other options concerned me, particularly with these boss options. Like, if this guy had... he would have 5 attack, he would be able to one-shot him. That would suck. Using the Bloodcast there may have been a bad decision, because it lets this guy start sneaking through to the boss immediately, instead of sending a blast down that line. You come stand here. I want my Wrath Conduit to be alive. Six damage is coming through to you. Unless I just don't have you here, and someone else takes that hit, and then it's fine. You get rid of that, because you've got the health to spare then. Okay. We have lethal. Just wait. Damn it, we don't quite have lethal. But now we do. In fact, I would have had lethal anyway, because he would just attack through. Yeah. Okay. It's going alright. Level 3. So now everyone is level 3. He now heals for 2 when he gets a kill. Hell yeah. Chest or giant? We go giant because he has good rings. Do not take the obsidian ring here because that's useless. We can't add a unit to my party. We don't need the smuggler's key anymore. Not smuggler's key, the giant's key anymore. And then I can put the ruby ring on the hero. So now the hero heals 2 people. Glypian Simule. You go stand here. Okay, so you're going to smash both of those. You're going to blast all of them. This is fine. Having the book that makes mages inexhaustible has actually worked out so well for me. Because with that, and this guy being inexhaustible, my entire party is inexhaustible. Also of note, this guy healing for 2 when he gets a kill, like he wasn't going to there because of the shield, but him healing for 2 when he gets a kill means he can be self-sustainable if he can get a kill when you use the blood cast. Well, you're going to take 2, that's fine. Can just move you out of the way though. We have lethal. This daily has gone quite well. Turning one of my, having all of my units be level 3 from early on has been very useful. The Searing Sign, the Soul Stealer, you get the Searing Sign. You get the Soul Stealer. I don't have an archer, I don't have any followers. I do have a beast. +1 attack on him isn't that amazing. When a character blood casts, gain 1 power. We aren't doing any soul cast. Gain shield at the start of battle. Another Searing Sign. Okay, both the Flame Adepts have Searing Signs now. They are extremely squishy. That's probably stupid of me, but I'm doing it anyway. Hello, Fierce. do this, and the Hellion can tank for a little bit. Oh, this Flame Adept is super dead. No matter what. I guess I put him up here so that... Wait, he survives this then. Because these two both have 12 health. The Flame Adepts are going to do 12 damage to both of them before they get to attack. So you can just come stand here, you can come stand here. Everything is fine. Boom! Oh yeah. Also, you deal 1 damage to the nearest enemy when you take damage, huh? Mage battle! The Wrath Conduit is just too good of a unit, I swear. Hey, hero. Oh, your inventory's full. We can have someone else carry the key. Nope, no use. No useful. Hero attacks an additional time. That could let me do an extra 2 damage. Follow-up does not trigger multiple times. I'll take it. Like, I'm low on gold, so I only had a couple more chances to re-roll it. Yes, you have more potions. Transform your hero. Maybe I do that. Would... Yeah, okay. I have the ring, so I still have 1 heal per thing. Oh. Transforming the hero for Dominique is apparently useless. Trash. I've lost healing and now gain gold per battle instead. That's very useless. I regret everything. Carrying on. 12 damage to both of these guys. I can bump one of them up to... what's that? 18. This is lethal on one of the scorpions. No, I want you to take... Wait. This scorpion kills you. You go stand here. So I don't get to kill one of the scorpions right away, but that's okay. You only deal 3 damage, huh? Okay, you kill this one, and then you come here. If I blood cast with you, that's then got 3 health, so you will get the kill. I hope the heal happens before the poison. Oh, we got the heal from the ring anyway, so it survives. blood cast because he doesn't have enough health, but we do have lethal. Money! Campfire, useless. This is useless to me. Moving on. The Servant of Fire. Huh. If I do this, and then this Flame Adept is going to hit the pot, which is going to hit this Ember Prince. The Ember Prince is going to cease to be. Shit! Reset! Once per battle, cool. I'm an idiot. Move the hero so they aren't hitting the other pot. Okay. Hell yeah! Killed the invisible Ember Prince. Yeah, he can take 4 damage. I probably should have used the blood cast to get some more damage in. Yeah, but if I had, then he would be down to, what, 6 health? He still would have been able to survive. But I can blood cast now instead. Now he can survive 1 hit. I still regret losing the heal. Okay, everyone gets to attack before he does, so we have lethal. Boom! Moving on. Hello, merchant. Anything good for me? I mean, I guess I could give the Wrath Conduit a Soul Stealer. Eh. Hey, this key can go to, like, you. 'Cause... Wait, have we? We've already been to the Smuggler, haven't we? Eh, whatever. I could give you another Soul Stealer for even more heals, or Armored Gloves. No, none of these are good. This though. No. On a unit that does something when it gains armor, the Immortal Helm is amazing. +1 attack. Screw it, sure. Make him even tougher. But yeah, on a unit that does something when it gains armor, that Immortal Helm is amazing. Like we've seen, there is a unit who attacks whenever he gains armor. So if you give him stuff that makes him do more damage, he will do more murder. All the flames are going away no matter what. Let's just get the 1 free attack in, I guess. I probably got no benefit out of that blood cast, but I did it anyway. Wow, this guy has 1 health now, huh? We're going to do this. we have lethal. Come stand here. Heck yeah. Go, 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 go. Sell that. Check for challenge, because the campfire is meaningless to me. This guy gradually builds up attack through the course of the battle. I guess giving him one extra won't matter that much. Yeah, sure. Let him have one extra attack. I think this is how I want to set up here. Oh shit. This flame mage is dead. Well, I'm pretty sure I still have lethal anyway. You come stand here, you swap with him. I could reset, but I can't be, like, I don't think it's going to be necessary. Pretty sure we have lethal. Everyone attacks before any of them. So if I do this, 6-10, yeah, I have lethal. I continue to forget to check whether I can actually increase the speed any further. Free item. Cliffe's necklace. Battle start, gain shield. Cool, you have that. Yep, okay. Moving on. Confirmed that at this point the key that I have left is absolutely useless. Going to nuke the Shadow Prince. This setup looks alright. You die next turn, huh? Or I could move you, and your shield can tank the hit. I guess I don't bloodcast because letting him keep his health is more important. Now anyone who gets attacked is dead. So now you bloodcast. And you tank a hit so you die. And keep the others alive, because they all deal more damage than you. 6, 5, 4, 3. If the Flame Adepts are the first to go, the Wrath Conduit will survive one hit. Okay, let's do math. Fun times. So, this turn, I would deal 6, 12, 16 damage. Next turn, with him dead, I would deal 6, 10. Oh wait, I forgot. Hang on. 16. Plus 4, 20. Oh, it doesn't matter what I do at this point. I've got lethal. Not for this turn, but I do for next turn. All I have to do is move someone... Well, no. I don't even have to move someone into tank for the hero. But I will just in case I'm missing something. There we go. To the shop. Yep. Doomed Amulet is just made for the Wrath Conduit, right? And now the Wrath Conduit is just absurd. +1 health on a human. Or I guess I can save my 5 gold for the next shop. Sure. It might make a difference. Hand of Abaddon, here we go again. This is fine. You're going to take 2 hits, so you're going to have be dealing 6 damage. So you would die. Oh, okay. Well, you're going to come stand here instead then. You're going to Blood Cast to get some damage on him to start with. And then you're going to come stand here to tank. Okay, so I'm considering at the moment, how do I want to handle this? If I keep you there, you're dead, and after you bring... Nope, he attacks before you, huh? So you're dead and achieve nothing. Cool. So if I bring you here... You take 2, you do the counter and deal 6, then you get a turn, you deal another 6, totaling 12. You die to your necklace. 12, 14, 16. That at least kills that guy. If I do... One of my mages dies here. At least. So, this guy can tank a hit from either of these two and save one of these two in doing so. I guess it's the Wrath Conduit that's more valuable. I guess. Let's see how it goes. Oh, okay. I hadn't considered that this guy just attacks a random target. Okay. I'm screwed. I do not have the damage output to beat this guy in 3 turns. But I can't really be bothered to do a reset for this battle, because we are running overtime for the stream. So, we came pretty close for this daily. We got to the second last battle, but now, well, we get 1 hit in, and now we die. Goodbye, world. I don't think it would have made any difference whether I'd saved the Wrath Conduit instead or not. Whee! And we unlocked Thoric of the Hammer. Give the frontmost ally in this lane +1 armor. Oh! New version of the basic hero. Oh, okay. So that's actually a different version. Anyway, I'm going to call it there, because we're already running overtime. Thank you very much for being with me today. If you have enjoyed, I have a Twitter as well as a Discord. These are the places where you can see updates from me, when I'm going to go live, what I'm going to be playing, or if something is going to keep me from going live. Typically I will go live same time, same day every week, so I will be pretty consistent with that. I also have a YouTube channel. This is where you can find VODs from past streams. Twitch only keeps them for about a week. There you can find them in perpetuity. That is everything. So, thank you very much for being with me today. Have a good one.